Hey, this is Ryan of Happy Healthy Vegan, and I'm here to answer your questions that you guys submitted to us on our YouTube community tab page. So thanks for your submissions, and I'll get right to it. First, I want to say that if you see this video in time, we're going to be at SoCal Veg Fest in Orange County this Saturday and Sunday, October 20th and 21st. We'll have a table there. We'll have our shirts and books. Anji's going to present on Sunday, so come by and say hi if you're around. All right, Scott and Tammy ask a great question here, one I've never been asked before. What would you say to family members with limited income who expect you, Scott and Tammy, to pay for their non-vegan meals when you guys all dine out? And these non-vegan family members refuse to eat vegan. Well, I see you have a great opportunity here. You have all the leverage, all the power here, since these family members are expecting you guys to pay for their meals. Just tell them, hey, I'm vegan. Give them your values, your beliefs here. You don't believe in supporting, you don't want to support these industries that exploit and kill and murder and rape animals. So if you're paying for it, they're going to eat what you say is appropriate. So tell them, hey, being vegan doesn't suck. It's not all about eating salad and tofu and, whatever misconceptions they might have. I mean, they're already eating plants, obviously. I'm sure they like, vegetables and potatoes and stuff like that. Or take them to restaurants that have, vegan options that appeal to non-vegans, like, veggie burgers and stuff like that. So, yeah, I personally, as a hardcore vegan, would just flat out refuse to pay for their meals. Expect a vegan to pay for their steak? No way, ain't gonna happen. Morton Salt asks, what are the best alternatives for cheese and not expensive vegan cheese? Yeah, I hear you, Morton. Yeah, vegan cheeses, it can be a little pricey. And, we try to avoid processed foods as much as possible and eat as many whole food plants as possible. So, with that said, the first thing I'm thinking of, and I'm sure many of you viewers are thinking the same thing, is nutritional use. Have you heard of that before, Morton? A lot of people haven't, surprisingly. I've been using this stuff for years, and even though it's not advertised as a cheese substitute, it works well in many cases. It's something that's like powder. It's like a spice. It comes like that. So you can't use it as a substitute for a slice of cheese on a vegan burger, but I sprinkle it into foods all the time. It gives it a nice cheesy kind of vibe, cheesy taste. And it's a supposed source of vitamin B12 as well. Another reason why I pour tons of it on my food. Vadrana V asks, what's our opinion of chlorella, spirulina, and B12? So let me tackle those first two first, because back in 2012, I experimented with quite a few superfoods to see what they do, how they affected me. And I have to say, spirulina, chlorella, pretty much all superfoods I tried seemed to, they did cost a lot of money, but I wasn't noticing any particular health gains or performance gains at sports or anything like that. So I decided back then, and so did Anji, just to invest our money into foods rather than superfoods, which, have dubious properties. As far as B12 goes, I'm all about B12. I've been advocating and been taking B12 supplements for the past few years. Even though I never had to, all my B12 level tests have always been strong, but I suggest every person, vegan or not, take a B12 supplement. From Alexandra, what is a thorough but concise answer to those who say, since you can't really be 100% pure vegan, for instance, using bees for vegetable farming, there's no point to going mostly vegan? I've seen this argument come up quite often, and I consider it to be a form of the appeal to futility fallacy, which is arguing that there is no point in doing something because nothing will change. In this case, they're saying, well, if you're vegan, some bugs may get harmed, so there's no point in going vegan. They're still going to be suffering. Let's keep killing billions of mammals every year. It's a stupid argument. If you look at the definition of veganism, it doesn't say anywhere in there that there will be absolutely no suffering to any sentient being whatsoever of any kind. It's a way of living a life that reduces suffering. I'm not advocating for reducitarianism, but I'm just saying there's no way to be perfect. And this is what these anti-vegans try to get hung up on. Since no one can be perfect, there is no point to go vegan. It's just a BS argument. And speaking of bees, French Blue 8 is asking me to do a video addressing that article that's been going around all around the internet. They're referring to Scientific American, Fox. I saw it came originally from a BBC show where one of the people on there said avocados and other plant foods are not vegan because some growers sometimes use bees, and therefore this person on the show is declaring all avocados are not vegan. So yeah, I'm actually in the middle of putting this video together, and look for it next week. So a few of you guys are asking us about our opinions about lab-grown meat and the ethics behind it. And Anji and I made a video about this way back in 2016 when super meat was buzzing around YouTube. And I'll link to this video in the show notes and make a card for it. Please watch it for the full, long, detailed explanation. But Super Meat, this company, claimed they had a way of producing lab-grown meat that did not require any animal inputs, no animal serum to make their products. So if them and other lab-grown meat producers follow that kind of production method, not harming or exploiting any sentient beings, I have no ethical objections to what they're doing there. But, you know, I don't want to eat it. Like, hell no. Why would I want to eat meat, even if it was grown ethically? I mean, it's just no point. I'm fine, perfectly healthy, happy on a whole food, plant-based diet. But these companies aren't making super meat to please vegans or to replace what vegans are eating. They're making this to disrupt the meat-eating marketplace. So if they're successful in that and they don't have to harm or exploit any animals in doing so, I say it's a win. I mean, that's really what we want to see, is fewer animals being killed and the slowing down of the destruction of our planet. So I say it's a win, but I'd rather just have people go vegan. And Bree asked a great question here. Should you stop eating almonds and perhaps stop drinking almond milk because of concerns for the environment? And I actually made a video about this several years ago, back when California was under extreme drought conditions and almonds were like taking a lot of heat for sucking up all our precious water resources here. Well, I made a video, like I said, and I'll put it in the show notes, the link to it, and in the card, so watch it to see the entirety of what I said, because it's extremely convincing that almonds are not a problem for our water resources here. In fact, check out this graph put up by UC Davis, which shows how much water gets used for crops in our state. And it's really hard to find almonds because not much water goes to them. They're the fourth line down. You'll see forages and alfalfa and other things like grains. These are crops that are grown for livestock. So once again, it's the animal products that are sucking up all our water resources. And this whole almond scare, I think, is just put out there by the dairy industry because, of course, they're threatened. And Justin asked, Ryan, are you Asian? And once again, I made a video about this a couple years ago because so many of you guys are asking. Once again, I'll refer you to it in the show notes and the cards. So just click that and see the entire long explanation. But in short, it's kind of complicated. That's why I made a video about it. But yeah, I'm 3/4 Chinese, and there's a lot of other stuff in that other 1/4 that's not Asian. So check out the entire video and learn all about my ancestry. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching this Q&A video. Like I said before, I really enjoy making these because I can address a handful of questions directly in a short video under 10 minutes and not have them get lost like when I do these in my live Q&A streams, that sometimes are over 2.5 hours. You really can't find any of the Q&A in there. So anyway, post your questions and comments down below. I try to do these around once a month. Do you like it at this pace? Do you want them more often, less often? Let me know. And make sure you're subscribed to our channel and hit that notification bell to get notified when we have new videos. And if you like what we're doing, contribute to our Patreon page. Go over to our website, happyhealthyvegan.org, get a t-shirt, Angie's book. And until next time, guys, let's keep it carb, baby. Keep it carb.
You've got me spinning circles, spinning round and round, spinning till I'm dizzy, falling to the ground. You've got me spinning circles, round and round again, spinning.